almost any other team would be like, okay, you step back. I don't get that sense with you guys. Why is that?
We reloaded with our depth, and last year we had a lot of players that could play. So this year we're gonna have the same with four seniors and a couple young guys that make an impact.
How are you better?
Yeah.
Say that again.
How are you better? What have you tried to, ante up on?
This whole off season, I've been trying to get my weight up, so I'm up to 185 now. Playing at 170 last year. I got a little faster, I got bigger and stronger, so I can't wait to make an impact this year.
Show it off a little bit.
Yeah.
Hey, Chris, if you were eligible your junior year of high school, would your high school team win the state championship?
That's a great question, but that was my brother's senior year, so he wasn't able to play, but I just wanted to see him play that year.
Do you think if you guys were playing, you would have won it?
That's a great question, but I don't know. Our junior year, we had I think our record was 7-5 or something around that, but
state semifinals that year, though.
No, that wasn't. We lost in the first round of the playoffs.
Okay.
That was that year.
Chris, how was a second training camp different than the first one time through?
You get a feel for it the first time. The first time you're kind of nervous and you don't know what you're gonna get, but the second time you're kind of used to it and going against the guys every day. So
it seemed like your name was coming up a lot last year in August, even though it took maybe till November and you started making those plays.
Yeah.
How does a guy that comes in, so the Garrett and Jamison are going through, how can they make an impact and when their heads are swimming like yours might have been?
That, like I said, they don't really know what they're getting themselves into, but they're both doing a great job, and especially Garrett, hopefully going to make an impact this year, beginning of the year.
What does having the game that you had against Michigan do for somebody who's going into an off season, going into a true sophomore season?
Mm-hmm.
That was maybe one of the best individual performances in the history of the rivalry.
Yeah.
Does it change anything in your mind? Do you get more excited about where you're headed? I mean, how does that impact you?
It doesn't really change me. It kind of humbles me more. Just to know that people are expecting more from me this year, and the coaches, the players are expecting more from me. So I just got to do what I do and try to make an impact for my team.
What are you expecting from me?
I'm expecting to make an impact on offense and more on special teams. Trying to block punts, be a gunner, play on kickoff, play kickoff return, and just do what my teammates expect from me.
More on special teams than offense?
Not necessarily, but I'm starting on most of the special teams, so whenever I have a chance to make that play.
What stands out the most about Justin?
It's a lot of strength to his game, throwing the ball. What stands out the most is he has that running ability, but he wants to stay in the pocket the most. So he has that blazing speed, but he doesn't really want to use his legs. He wants to use his passing game.
It was easy for a receiver to be excited to play with Dwayne Haskins for obvious reasons. How excited are you guys to play with Justin, and why?
Justin is great. He's not really a downfall. He has a passing ability to his game, and I can't wait to play with him.
Chris, last year you got the opportunity, really when Austin got hurt. I know he's been a little dinged up this camp, but if you guys are both in there rotating the seat, what can that tandem look like? We've seen him in X with Ben, but with you two at Z, what does that possibly look like going into the season?
Austin is a great receiver and even better person, so having him out right now is kind of a hit to our receiver room, and when we get him back, we're going to be way better. So
I know that your junior year of high school, you're probably devastated that you weren't eligible.
Mm-hmm.
But when you look at the fact that you weren't eligible, you didn't have tape, that slowed your recruitment down, and then that's the reason maybe why you're here.
Yeah.
You ever, sitting here now as a sophomore, ever think back at, your path and how those dominoes might have had to fall in that direction to get you here? Because maybe you would be at USC or another program, UCLA, if they offered you earlier because of that tape, right?
Yeah. Looking back at it, I look at it as God's plan. So we had a thing a couple weeks ago, like how did you get here? And going into my junior year, I didn't have no offers. Going into my senior year, I had a couple of small schools. So my senior year definitely capped it off, and that's what got me here.
What was that thing that you just said, how we got here? What did you do?
It was like going into my junior year, I was kind of depressed, and I kind of leaned on my family for everything. So what did I do to get here? That was kind of Ohio State was my first big offer, so I kind of jumped on that, and my family also jumped on it.
Did you think that there was a point where you thought you were going to Washington State? A, did you ever really think about committing there? I know Alex Grinch was a part of that.
Mm-hmm.
And two, what was it like dealing with Mike Leach on the phone? Did you ever talk to him?
I didn't really talk to him much during the recruiting process, kind of Coach Grinch. So Washington State was my second offer. Coach Grinch was recruiting me heavily, and I kind of just waited until the whole process ended. So I committed late, like a week before signing day, the second period, and I just waited it out to see what was going to happen.
Which of these DBs has made you better in practice?
All the first team DBs, including Jeff. Jeff is really good. Size, length. He's a typical. I think he's the best corner in the nation. So going against him every day is getting me way better. And Damon Arnett is really good. Also, Sean Wade and Steven Banks.
You guys are good. I'm sure you hold your own, but is it tough going against those guys in practice? Is it frustrating?
Yeah, it's real tough and kind of frustrating at the same time. You know, not getting the catches you want, and them being there every play, every down, being on your hip, making plays on the ball. It's tough. So it makes the game way easier for us, and we can't wait to get to the game.
When you were practicing with your high school team your entire junior year when you were eligible, was that tough to have to go through the worst part of playing football, which is practice and not being able to play? And did you ever just think, I'm not going to do this anymore?
Yeah, it was real tough. Like I said, I kind of lean on my family, my brother. You know, having to be his senior year, and it was real tough. Wanting to be out there with my teammates on Friday nights, and I just wanted to make them better on a scout team. So
yeah, I talked to your coach today on the phone before I'm asking all these weird questions.
Yeah.
And he said that early on in your senior year, there was a play where you guys were backed up on your own 2-yard line. You had ISO coverage on the outside with no help, and you audible with your eyes to the quarterback. You know, scored 98.
Yeah, I remember that play. Yep.
It seems like ever since you got to Ohio State, the second you got on the field, you made things happen. The second you got on the field, you made things happen at your high school.
Yeah.
Are we overrating you a little bit too much right now, or is this kind of a sign of what you did last year, in your opinion, a sign of something great?
I don't really think about that too much. I kind of just try to play my game on the field. You know, what I did last year is in the past, and when I want to do this year, I'm gonna make it happen. So.
What do you? Okay.
We asked you about the Michigan game before. Going into that game, how much did you know about the rivalry coming from out west?
I didn't know much coming into Ohio State. I didn't really know much, and I'm pretty much a West Coast guy, Pac-12 guy, so I didn't really pay attention to it.
I mean, but did the impact of what you did in that game register with you? Looking back, I guess, because it is that rivalry. Some of the greatest players in college football a place like that.
Yeah, when I first got here, you know, you see all the team up north on the wall, and we don't really say their real name on. So when I first got here, I kind of knew how big it was, and playing in that game, it opened my eyes. So.
Did you feel it that day?
Yeah, I felt it that day. The energy, the stadium was louder. Everything was better. Putting on your pants in the morning, brushing your teeth, it's just that day was there. So.
Chris, did you just going into that? Did you feel like a big day was coming?
I didn't really feel it. You know, I was playing like another game, and you know that game is a bigger game than every game. So I kind of felt it after the first touchdown, and I felt the energy and the crowd get into it.
Did you think that you were going to play on the West Coast when you were in high school? Idea of you thought maybe I was going to be a Mountain West guy, and then Washington State. Like, did you ever?
Yeah, in my early years, I thought I was going to be a Pac-12 guy, a Pac-12 receiver. So I didn't really know I was going to get a huge offer like this, and when I got it, I jumped on it. So
even when you got this offer, Coach Grinch was still working at Washington State. Didn't you like, wow, that's big time?
Yeah.
Like before he came here, and he was still at Washington State. Do you remember that interaction?
When I got the Ohio State offer, I don't really remember Coach Grinch. I actually went to Washington State's bowl practice because they had a bowl practice, and they played in San Diego against, I think it was against Michigan State or something. and then I went on the field, talked to him and stuff. So Pac-12 was definitely in my mind when I was in high school, and it played a huge part.
Did you commit to Ohio State before Grinch came here?
No, I committed the end of January. So
was Grinch on the staff yet?
yeah, he was on the staff. I think he got here in early January.
How did that play a role in your commitment?
I thought it was just a sign for me to come here. I was still taking visits early January, trying to see where I could fit in. So, and then Coach Grinch came to here, Ohio State, and I just thought it was a sign from God.
Are you the next great Ohio State receiver?
Say that again.
Are you the next great Ohio State receiver?
I hope I can be out. That's my plan, and I work for it. And when I leave here, I hope to make an impact on Ohio State.
Do you think that Austin Mack being injured is opening up the door for you right now?
Definitely is. Running with the ones. When he gets back, it's gonna be a rotation. So I hope it's just a good plan for me.
Isn't life crazy? How all the things that had to happen for you to end up here, though?
Yeah, it's definitely crazy. Sitting out my junior year, I didn't really know if I was gonna be a college football player with no offers. So it's definitely a big plan and God's plan. So.
And your team said, "This is messed up. We could forfeit our game. Let them play." You remember that?
Yeah, I remember that.
What did that feel like? What did that mean to you that your team felt that way about you, even though that was your first year?
It was great. Know my teammates had my back and my brother's back, but it wasn't for. I was willing to sit out, but I just didn't want my brother to sit out his senior year. So that's what I played for my senior year, and ended up getting me here. So.
What does he play in?
He plays at Azusa Pacific, D2 in LA, in Los Angeles, California.
Does he want to transfer?
No.
Like what's like his career aspirations?
He started his last year, his sophomore year.
He's
so
like an all-conference player.
yeah,
right?
he's all conference, and he returned a couple punts, had like 6 or 7 interceptions, and he's a good player. But that's how I ended up.
Do you feel like the way you played your senior year was like a statement for him?
Yep, I based my whole senior year for him, and posted some pretty good stats, and led my team to a good season.
Cool. Sorry for peppering you.
No, you good.
Was that too much for you, Means?
I don't know. I just walked over here. I don't want to talk to you, man. What's like?
One more question.
What's Justin Fields been like over the summer? I guess.
Thanks, Chris.
He came in with his head down, trying to work hard, trying to gain the respect, trust for the team, and he did that. And coming into camp, he was in that competition, and he made a statement, and it showed why he's one of the best players in the nation. And we truly believe that, and I can't wait to play with him.
When did you feel he got? Well, I guess when did you guys get comfortable with him? When did you feel he got comfortable with you guys?
We kept building that chemistry in the summer, throwing around us and the receivers and the quarterbacks and the running backs. So I think he gained our trust in the weight room, and just working hard and just not saying a word and just coming in every day and doing the same thing.
Is there any relief that now you know who this guy is going to be when you guys walk out there next Saturday?
It's not really relief. We kind of Justin was, the other quarterbacks are great and stuff, but Justin he's special. Yeah.
It's okay.
You got a ridiculous game against Michigan. Everyone wants to talk about it. Do you ever get tired of hearing about that game now from us?
Not really. It's in the past, and I just can't wait to see what the future holds.
And how important is it to you to make your legacy not like Chris Olave, the 2018 Michigan game? How important is it to just continue to build on that rather than be known for that game?
I just put it in the past, and I keep working hard every day to try to accomplish my goals, and focus on a FAU game and see what we could do in that game.
Do you have any goals, special goals for this?
Just to make an impact for my team. And, that's pretty much it.
Thank you.
Appreciate you. Yep.